attention.
Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode of Jafo Plays. We are on our way back from the swamps of death, as we have looted a fallen temple, I guess. Heading back, so we've done a little bit of precursor work. We figured out how many things we are looking for. We will have Azzy providing 2 unwanted or 2 expanded travel hazards. Steve will give us 3. Me, Neo, and Red are going to give us 1 each, so a total of 3 more. We rolled what kind of town we're heading to. Unfortunately for me and Neo, it's an outlaw town. So.
Hey, look, that means more tokens.
Oh, yeah, those are also in the daily events cards. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's start with you, Miss Azzy. Roll D66. 20. 5. In the night sky, the moon looks giant on the horizon, darker than normal, and blood red. Until the end of the next adventure, all heroes are +1 spirit, and any depth event rolled while holding back the darkness adds a growing dread card to the stack instead of the normal result. So we all gain +1 spirit until the end of the next adventure, but all of the depth marker events add growing dread. Or add the depth events. +1 spirit, and I don't know, somebody write down Blood Moon number 25.
I wrote down next adventure 25 travel hazard.
Okay. Steve, go ahead and roll 1. D66.
Red will be the 10 of that.
62. These are never good up here. Uh-oh. We've done this one before.
Oh, no.
You find a dying U.S. Marshal on the side of the road, on the side of the trail, shot in the gut and bleeding out. Tells you that his prisoner has escaped and headed for the same town you are. No shit, it's an outlaw town.
Makes sense.
You've got to stop him, or who knows what he'll do. When the heroes reach their destination, every hero will gain D3 unwanted attention markers, as the prisoner is on the lookout for anyone following him. While in town, any hero that rolls double on the location event chart spots the prisoner and may ignore the result on the chart and the rest of that location visit to start another high noon duel. If the duel is won,
duel again.
You gain D6 times 200 money, and no additional XP there.
Dang it.
Neo, your punishment for us.
Red.
15. Those aren't good either, usually, down there.
You said that right.
Yeah, exactly. Most of these.
I don't like the title of that.
The rocks formation up ahead is known in these parts as the Devil's Fork. As you stare up at it, you feel a chill running through your blood. Every hero must roll a d6 for each corruption point and mutation that they have. On a roll of a 1, take an additional corruption point, ignoring willpower.
I'm good.
I'm good. So, what is it?
I have 1, so 2, 3, 4. So you roll a d. You generate a pool of corruption points and mutations. Yep. For every 1 or 2. You take an additional corruption point, ignoring willpower.
Okay.
Good.
Anybody who needs me to get out the old mutation book, let me know.
No, we don't get to save these.
No, these ignore your willpower.
Oh, goody. Oh, shit.
You're taking 2. Does that put you at 7?
Do I have a grit?
You do. You have a grit to join you to enjoy yourselves back to travel.
Aha! Take 1.
This 1 puts you below 7.
Yes, it does.
6.
Awesome. Red, give me a D66.
Reds being 10s. 24.
They're never good down there.
They're never good down there. Actually, in the middle is kind of okay.
Darkstone.
As you ride up the trail, you come across a convoy of wagons carrying a load of darkstone and armed guards. They tell you that the town up ahead is paying top dollar for any darkstone that they can get their hands on. During the next town stay, any shards sold by the heroes are worth an additional +25.
Yeah, more money.
You can't get rid of yours anyway.
I have 1 that I can
get rid of.
One.
Plus, I'm going to go get rid of hopefully get rid of my thing. And then
What
I'm
happens
still...
to the Darkstone once you get rid of it? You get it back?
Yeah, it chips it chips
You
it
want to
right
get
out.
rid of your mutation?
That one.
The 4+ armor thing?
No,
No.
she
Dark
fused with
stone.
rock and
Oh,
then also
that's
fused with
That's
Darkstone.
right. That's
We
not
just
the one you-
kind of like, oh, that rock was
I remember you
Darkstone.
saying it was the same thing. I'm like, okay.
But then I'm going to
35.
get rid of it and also
They're okay in the middle.
get rid of other stuff so
watch us
I
die.
can hold a little bit more.
You came across the smoking ruins of a military fort. It looks as though it was besieged and overrun sometime in the last few days. Your heart sinks. Each hero loses 1 grit.
Aw.
If you do not have grit to lose,
Shit.
instead, take D3 sanity, ignoring willpower.
Biscuit. Spent that grit.
So 2 sanity?
Yeah.
Alright, mark it down on your sheet. Alright, well that's us 3, so we just got 3 more between the 2 of you. Miss Azzy, your second one.
And remember, you can, if you don't like it, you can cancel.
Oh,
Reroll
you
it.
got a canceling thing.
You have the ability to re-roll it.
Your spyglass lets you do something.
When traveling to town, you may cancel and reroll 1 result.
Some of them haven't been really bad.
No.
I mean, that sucked.
That was probably the worst one we've had so far. 54 or 45?
I think this is the first one. That's the
Alright,
second one usually.
54. And it's the one we always like.
Yay!
Traveling the roads, the heroes come upon a massive U.S. Army convoy heading toward the same town to reinforce their outpost.
Yes!
They're reinforcing the outlaw town.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
When the heroes reach the town, any rolls on the campsite hazard chart and town event chart are +1 to the roll.
We like that one.
Man, the army is always out and about.
Right?
Go ahead.
Red.
They're never
12.
12. They're never good down there.
See, this might be where you use.
This might be the one I let you re-roll because it's the one that has fucked you all every time.
Okay.
The sun burns hot, and the desert here is filled with the bleached bones of those that perished. Make an agility 5 to avoid being caught in the shifting sands.
Yeah, I know.
Until you, if you fail, your side bag is torn. Would you like
I
me
say
to?
we
Would you
re-roll
like
that.
me to re-roll your test?
It's up to you.
It's up
Please?
to you. I'm hearing the doctor crying.
I have an agility of 2.
So do
I will re-roll.
And I
your-
just
I will
repaired my
re-roll your
bag.
test.
I. Okay.
We are going to 44 instead. So your bleached bones have become.
You're like, nope, don't go that way. It's a desert.
You pass by a group of mutant rail workers working the cut to build a new rail line into the area. Recognizing us as heroes in the fight against the darkness, they cheer! Each hero may heal 2d6 wounds or sanity. Also, each hero may recover 1 grit for each mutation they have.
Yay!
I get 2 grit!
I get
2.
1.
I get 2 as well.
Gimme.
So, hey, look, I keep never forgetting. Okay, as you throw shit at me. That's cool.
How much is the healing?
That's you.
2d6 wounds or sanity.
Hey, look, I can heal all the sanity and damage.
Yep, and it's any mix. Here, I gotta move this because, damn, I keep not removing that, and I keep filling it back up. You still have 1 more, and I cannot fix this.
No, you can't. Red.
32.
Well, that's not that
Feels like we had that one.
No, I don't know. Approached on the road by a tattered figure in dirty robes, he tells you of a church nearby, beset by a plague of pestilence.
Oh, goody.
Each hero must decide to turn away and keep on the road, or ride out to help this cursed group. Each hero that decides to help must spend 1 grit, or take d6 corruption hits as they are ravaged by the plague.
I have grit to spend. I can go.
We will go. That's as far as we go. We must make a group. What do you do?
I'm
Go
fine
or stay?
I'm fine with going and
Go or stay?
helping.
We'll go.
Go.
I got
Go.
grit to spend.
I've got a grit.
I don't got no grit. I'm taking corruption.
Ooh, I can change
Oh.
that down. I can change that down to 1.
Is this ignoring all defenses right now?
No, but it does take. Must spend a grit or take d6 corruption hits.
Yeah.
Take 2 corruption hits. You may make your willpower save.
That's fine. I felt one.
You take 1.
I'm up to 3.
Then make a Spirit 5+ test.
Son of a biscuit.
Hey, look, we have that +1 spirit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does that count for this?
Yes.
Nice.
That puts me to 3 instead of
Puts me to 6!
Push me
Same.
to 4.
That puts me to
What's the
3
max?
instead of 6.
6 is the max you can roll.
I'm at 5. We need
Yep.
what now?
5+.
That's good. Oh hell.
I need to keep track of successes because this matters.
Okay.
That's why.
How about failures? Failures
How much is it?
5+. I just need a success.
Yes, well, the failures matter, so
I never said they did. I haven't looked ahead.
You
Successes
said-
matter. He said
I said keep track of your successes. I only read so far ahead. If successful, gain 25 XP. If at least 5 successes are rolled, dice that roll 5+ between all heroes helping.
Well, I have 3. My 3. I got 3.
Nice.
So 25 experience.
So
I
I
like
know it's not a
experience.
5, but I do get hit. So you get 25 if you succeeded.
I'm fine with that. That puts me to 1530.
1905.
You're so close.
And you get, so everybody gets that, and we have, you said you had 3 and you had 3.
Yeah.
All right, so we got at least 5. Between all heroes helping, the plague is warded off, and the grateful church gives the heroes a prized artifact for coming to their aid. Draw a mine artifact that one of the heroes that help gets to keep.
They help, they help.
Who rolled the most successes?
Those 2.
Two.
We're tied.
You're tied.
How many 6s did you...
Well,
Because
It's a
we can
valid
go by that,
question.
because then it's...
it's a valid question.
2.
I like
Okay,
how
then-
he gave her
Yeah.
the stink eye from that.
So, just do a random then? Between the 2?
Well, just see what it
Well,
does.
we'll flip it up, and
Yeah.
one of us can take it. It's one of those things. If a gun shows up, well, I ain't gonna even want it because I can't use them.
That's true.
Those 2 are immediately gonna start drooling and going, "Oh, I like guns.
If it's
Guns
something
are
that gives
mine."
agility, I'd like to. That'd be nice.
Did you want to cut that? I'll make it as fair as possible that I'm not. Did you want to complete your cut? I watch too much magic shows. Sorry, guys. There's actually a whole thing of like not if you don't complete your cut, I could still manipulate this card like right here and put it where I want it to be.
That's it.
So
Anywho.
All right, so we got.
it's a void hood.
It's a stocking cap.
You always get your normal defense willpower saves, even against things that would ignore it. Gain +1 spirit for every 2 mutations you have, limit +3. Well, I can immediately tell you, the mutants on this edge of the table are much more interested in this.
Yes, but I
It
also
would
take
go
the
well
most
with my
sanity problem.
cape that I have.
It's like, he does take a lot of sanity.
Pretty much what it is that it's an item that ignores the ignored defense willpower, the armor ability. And
Yeah, he
then
leaks
you
out
get
of his
+1
brain.
spirit. I don't need it for the spirit side of it because I'm already a 5 spirit. I'm going to be maxed out by putting it on. I don't care who takes it. I'm just stating you. I know exactly right away. The mutants are like, I get a bonus for being a mutant? Of course.
I'm getting rid of my mutant though because like rolls of 1 hit me.
So there you go.
I only want to get rid of one of my mutations.
It doesn't have an anvil, so that might matter for some.
It does have an anvil. It does have a dark stone.
Yes, it does.
I am full up, so I immediately say no. I can't
It's
afford
like,
to
are
wear
you
it.
sure you're wanting to take more corruption hits?
Yes, I think she likes becoming a mutant.
Ain't this
I'm
our
not
last
gonna
travel
roll
hazard
off on it. You
anyways?
guys can roll off on it if you want.
What's that?
Ain't this our last travel hazard anyways?
Yes, it is.
I'm full up.
Nothing
already.
happened to the town. The
I
last couple
technically
I
times.
know.
can't hear
Your
anymore.
town has burned to the ground. Go
Right.
to the town. God dang it.
I don't know if this was the exact one, but I saw one of these cards was on top.
It was the one right up.
No, it was one of a card like this. That's why I was like, I saw it. I'm gonna give you the offer to cut and complete, but it was another one of those. I think it was the Blasted Wastes one. Book of
Two.
Turn. Yep. I think it was this one right here, Blasted Wastes.
Yeah,
It was
you-
the card I
you
saw
love the
on
way-
top, and I'm like, cut
But
if
they're
you
like,
want to
shit,
cut.
but we can get laser gun.
Jesus. So there's a void hood we are being offered for our sacrifices.
Somebody took this out. This is like,
Well, I can't carry anything more.
But I can't see.
I have the ability
How
to
am I
carry
supposed
one
to
more. I'm gonna be getting rid of stuff, so I will have the ability to carry more.
I mean, if from what I understand,
I'm
you
gonna be
can
getting rid of
carry
stuff
stuff.
too,
you
so.
just can't have it active.
Then
I
I'll
thought you
take
couldn't
it.
carry it, period. Like you on your person, even in your backpack, it couldn't be more than.
That makes a difference as to whether or not I can take things.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's between them two. Because
It does say carry.
Right.
It's like I can take it then, more for the.
Then it may just be one of those where, like you said, you still had like 2 points of strength left.
3.
It's like I have 2 strength, or 1
If you
strength
want to go
left.
ahead, I'm gonna be immune to horror hits anyway, so I don't need that. That's what that's doing.
I actually.
Well, no,
used so.
it's not the immune to it. It's the this guy hits you for 6 damage, ignoring defense or willpower. Well, I still get my armor save.
You still get the save.
So that comes up so rarely.
And it's been
That
coming
comes
up
up
more
often
and
for
more
me.
and more
It's
and
been
more.
coming quite a lot for
That
me.
comes quite a bit for me.
I think it actually comes up a lot more based on the encounter cards than it does off of the monsters themselves.
Yeah.
So, whereas you're going to be affected by the you're not going to be scared by fear and terror.
Yeah,
and the
it's like, that's what I'm
the
gonna be too.
random shaman that shows up with the juju bag of, oh, I shoot you with horror damage instead of this,
Yeah.
or the gunslinger who shot you with a horror bullet. So, I don't care who takes it, but somebody needs to take it.
It's like I can take it for now, and we can figure it out once we're done.
Sweet. All right.
Plus, I'll.
Okay, while we were away, we've gone ahead and set up our town. We have made it our way to an outlaw town. It's got a few special rules for us today. The first thing is that the outlaw town will always include a smuggler's den, so that's always going to be in spot number 1. The next one that me and Neo have to worry about is it never includes the sheriff's office, and all law heroes, which is what we are now considered to be wanted while in town, though we do not gain the outlaw keyword, and all other heroes may ignore wanted. So you guys are good. We're not. Wanted, on the other hand, is at the end of each day in town. Neo and I will roll a number of dice equal to our hero levels. So I'm at 4. What about you? You're also at 4. Shit. For each 6 we roll, we're recognized. We gain 10 XP for the fame. Then we can choose to either pay $50, bribing them to shut up and leave us alone, or we have to flee town, and we no longer get to stay in town for the rest of the adventure. So we've got that
So
going for
you
us.
want your crappy rolling to show up right now?
Yeah, pretty
when
much.
that happens.
There's also the special rule of scum and villainy. At the start of every day in town, each hero must roll a d6, which we've gone ahead and done right away, and we all passed this one. On a roll of 1 or 2, we gain an unwanted attention marker. Due to our U.S. Marshal found on the side of the road, we all had to roll for some unwanted attention, and once again, me and Neo are not looking so hot with 3 unwanted attention markers. Steve and Red are holding 2, and the saloon girl is hiding in the corner with 1. There are some extra things that we can do, and we were talking about it. We're probably going to do that as one of our first things today. Is any heroes that want to participate, we can attempt to rescue a kidnapping victim. Between all the heroes taking place, we must pass a Cunning 5+, which becomes the plan, a Strength 5+, which becomes the breakout, and an Agility 5+, which becomes the getaway. For each of these tests that we fail as a group, all heroes taking part will take d6 wounds, ignoring their defense, and gain another unwanted attention marker. But as long as at least one of those 3 works, which really doesn't make sense, but I'm not going to argue, we do succeed, and we gain 100 XP and $300 as a reward. And I know Steve is looking to do that because that is enough to make you ding, is it not?
It is, sir.
Wonderful. So we'll quickly go through. We have set up our town. We've got a general store in number 2. We've got the blacksmith hiding in number 3. The frontier outpost in 4. The street market in 5. Doctor's office, which several of us need, in 6. The Indian trading post in 7. And the gambling hall in location number 8. Are we all staying in the campsite today?
Yeah, why not?
Well, the soldiers are here, so I think
It gets a little less bad. Well, you can still roll bad. It's just less bad.
And we just had
I
one, don't we?
believe the...
No, I thought it was only 2.
let me look up Army Convoy one more time. When the heroes reach town, any rolls on the campsite hazard or the town event chart gets +1.
Yeah, so staying in the campsite's good right now.
So when we stay in the campsite, we get a +1 to your die roll. When you when we blow up the town, we get a +1 to that, as they block some of the fear, dread, and everything else coming in. So the first things first is I do need another die or 2. If we're all going to stay at the campsite, everybody's got to give a 2d6 die roll. Neo, that is a
5.
5, which goes to a 6, which means you have an uneventful night of drunken debauchery, so no effect.
Ugh.
That is 2, which goes to 3. You wake up to find that someone has been going through your things. Check your valuables. You discover that you've stolen some of your Darkstone. Lose D6 Darkstone.
Whee! I can only lose
If you do
one
not
of
have
them.
enough to lose, you lose all the Darkstone plus D6 times $50.
Yeah, I have 1 Darkstone.
So we'll lose D6 times $50.
Roll a D6. Lose $250.
Just be swiping all my valuables.
I got the 5, which also goes to 6, so it's an uneventful night. You got a 6, which goes to 7. Welcome to an uneventful night.
Woohoo!
A 9 goes to 10 is also an uneventful night.
Really?
Yep, you got to get a 12. 6 to 11. So it's a good gap of nothing bad happens while we're here. Is that what we're going to do right away? We're going to go ahead and get that
I say so.
Yeah.
kidnapping done. That has to be that is your day or that is your event for the day. I do need the green marker, please. Yep. So we are on day 1. So first things first is everybody makes a cunning 5+ test. Are you joining us?
Sure, why not? Does it
I
matter
got
which?
6 and a 5.
As long as somebody gets a
I
hit,
got a
just
6.
need a cunning 5+ test. It just means
I'm good.
one of us 5 has to pass. We're all fairly planning. We all know how to make the plan. We all understand the plan. Okay, the plan is the plan.
Yeah, they're right over there.
Yeah. Now we need to make a strength 5+ test.
I got it. 3 6s and a 1.
I got a 6.
Which one is it?
Strength
You need a 6 plus?
5. Everything is a 5+.
Okay, I got a 5.
I am very strong.
That's okay. I think everybody, one out of the 5 of us hit it, which means we did break this person out of.
I hit 3.
So we've stumbled across a small room with someone tied up inside. You determine that they have been kidnapped and are awaiting a ransom to be paid, a ransom that may never come. So between all of the heroes, you must pass 1 cunning 5, 1 strength 5, and 1 agility 5. This is the getaway.
I need another die. I don't have enough dice.
That's really a 5.
I got it. I got a 6.
I did too. As long as, again, one of us gets away, that is 100 XP and $300.
Yay.
Hey, look! Because I did this, I don't care that I got robbed.
I would still care that I got robbed,
Two.
Why? I got $50 extra off.
because now that's $250 you're still short. When you go looking for something to buy later today and you don't have $250, don't come crying to me that you don't have $250. Ding! You must have the level up book.
Bing, 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 bing.
So what, you're level 3 now?
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh my goodness. Sorry,
I think I should
no,
be
that's
fine
good.
to purchase.
Oh, okay, you have $2,500.
Yeah.
Except when you start getting the things like the longbow is like $4,000. I'm just saying, man. So 2d6 die roll is the first thing you do.
Oh. Just, is it 10s or is it
Nope, 2d6 and flip the page back.
Oh, I need my chart. Come on, give me the agility.
More strength.
It's more of.
Level 12.
That's
What's a 12 get you?
what I wanted. Darkstone resistance, you can now hold 2 more corruption points before getting a mutation.
Seems weird to give it to him because don't you like just ignore mutations essentially?
No, I can heal him on a 7+ anytime I go to town.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like I gotta
Actually,
save
at the start
up
of
for
each
that.
adventure, or at the start of each adventure, or at the start of each town stay, one of the two. I don't know. That kind of sucks.
Then you can pick your ability.
Yeah, it's near.
So you're immune to horror effects, basically?
Alright.
Can I just see the street market?
Yep, it's over that way. Daily event at the start of each day. Hopes I have to do this. This happens before we do get our before we go to our kidnapping victim. So This includes a normal day on the frontier. However, in a specialty town, there are no normal days. Somebody roll me a d6, please. Every hero gains d6 times 100 as their share of the latest haul brought back to town. That was something that happened before we went to rescue said kidnapper.
$300 more.
So every day,
Yeah!
So every day, we flip up one of these daily event cards.
Oh.
Because we're in a specialty card, or specialty town, there is no such thing as a normal, bland day. It's always something happen. And because she quickly rolled a die and grabbed a d6 roll of a 6, that gave us the spread the wealth. Every hero gains d6 times 100 as their share of the latest haul of what was brought back to town.
I got a 6 for mine.
So that actually
I got
happened
300.
before we went and rescued the kidnapping
Almost,
victim.
4 grand now.
So gained another $200.
I'm almost at 3.
Woo, $100. Go me.
So with the adventurers, and if we didn't have him, we get to look at the top 2 darkness cards.
I also get +1.
Nice.
It's like I'm still only like 2,000 away from the thing that I want to get.
I need one more person. Oh, and yeah, we did that one. So I need one more person to roll, and you need to roll over a 1. You rolled over a 1, so we do not have anything bad happen to us this evening as we go back to wherever we're going to rest. Where are we going to rest? I'm going to stay in the campsite.
Campsite.
Yep.
Sure, why not?
Everybody staying in the campsite? All right. So then we just need to get what's going to happen at the campsite. I'll go first.
I'll get
A 8 becomes a 9, we're fine. A 5 becomes a 6, which is fine. A 9 becomes a 10, which is you're fine.
I'm fine.
7 becomes an 8, which is fine. Steve, go ahead and roll a 2d6. If you're staying at the campsite, that is. Otherwise, spend $10 to stay at the hotel. But the 8 becomes a 9, and you're fine. Alright, so as before, we'll quickly grab our daily event before we head off on our jaunty way. Everybody does need to roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, gain another unwanted attention.
Woohoo! I gained another one.
Woohoo! No!
Steve gains one too.
And one more time, somebody roll me a d6 for our daily event.
6.
Everybody gains another d6 times 100 as the next day, apparently, we loot this town was successful and looted well.
Woohoo! I've cracked 4K.
I'm at 40K.
I hit 3,000.
Alright, we're going to make our decisions. Anybody have places that they think they want to go? I think I need to go to the doctor's office.
Street market! Street market! Street market!
It's, yeah. Let's go
Alright,
there.
there should be a card somewhere for the church camp. And we'll be right back and show you guys what we made for decisions after. Alright, we've gone through, we've made our, oh shit, you and I from yesterday still need to make a wanted roll.
Alright, I gotta roll 4 for that.
Well, I gained 20 experience.
So what happens if we fail?
For every 6 you get,
Oh, okay. I'm perfectly fine.
yeah, you want to fail this roll. So for every 6 you get, you gain 10 experience, so it puts me up to 880. That was nice of them. But then it cost me $50 to bribe them to look away, or I'm done with the town. I'll be waiting for you guys in the next dungeon somewhere. But no, I'm going to spend the $100, go back down to 1205, and call it a day. So we're good there. All right. So after that, we've kind of made our decisions. Looks like Azzy is going to the street market. So start with a 2d6 die roll. A 7. What does a 7 do on your town chart?
No vent!
All right.
Yay!
7 is no vent. So what are you doing here in town?
Swamp slug!
Is that all you're doing? Is swamp slug?
Swamp slug!
That's all she has money for now.
all-
Oh no, I have money. I have enough money to actually get 2 swamp slugs if I wanted.
You can fix that thing.
How's she going to feed it?
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that. Oh, you rolled a 7. Un momento, si vous plaît.
Your unwanted attention comes up.
Yes, that too. You've got to actually. There's a couple of things.
We're running out of unwanted tokens.
No, we don't need any more at the moment. Well, okay, I already know you're not going to take this one, but you have the option to see, or to notice that the bandit we're looking for is in town in the street market right now.
Oh, I'm good.
I thought so. However,
I'm too fascinated with my swamp slug.
you do have unwanted
You
attention.
actually have it in stock now.
You rolled a 7 on your location event chart. Please roll another d6, and it must be it must be over the number of tokens you have.
Woohoo!
Yay!
You're fine. Otherwise, there's another test, and then
Get all the free slurm you can drink now.
yep. So now you may continue along your way and buy your swamp slug.
Swamp slug!
All right. So that is what you are
I find
doing.
that totally disgusting. How they get that crap.
Slurm. We'll then move on to Steve. Is there a
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, I spent my $250 on rolling.
You gotta
You
still
gotta roll for your
roll
start
on
roll
it.
your
Oh, I'm
2d6
sorry.
die
Oh,
roll?
I'm sorry, okay, do that. 7.
You also notice the bandit.
I do.
Yes,
Yep.
you do.
So I can do that
Instead of, let me double check.
Yeah.
While in town, any hero that rolls. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
thought it
doubles,
was
not a
doubles.
7. But instead you rolled a 7, which means you're noticed with your unwanted attention marker. Please roll a 4 or better on your d6 dice roll. You're good. You have 3 markers. You have to roll greater than the number you have to not get in trouble. Otherwise, somebody notices you.
I see.
So, and I have to stop because I have customers coming in. All right. So now that you're good off your unwanted attention, now you may go and do what you would like to do.
Okay,
Go into the doctor's tent in the camp.
the church tent actually.
Oh, the church tent. All right. Roll
Me
and
an
see what you get.
exorcism. To get rid of my chills. Damn it.
Chills didn't look so good, did they?
Failed. The
We need
ailment
another
is not
blondie.
healed.
The ailment is not healed,
Nope.
and we'll be back. All right, and we're back. So you have grit.
I'm gonna grit that.
All right,
That
grit
sucked.
that roll because it sucked.
Still failed.
Got a 3.
Need a 4+. At least
Womp
nothing
womp.
bad happened.
Well, that's good. At
Yep.
least it's not permanent.
I'm not grit.
Some of those doctor things are like they're permanent.
Well, though, if I rolled a 1, it would have been D6 permanent sanity loss. So
Yeah.
Well, I
Actual
know-
surgery, if you get a 1, it's botched. Too severe, it can never be healed through surgery
Yeah,
at the
that's-
doc's office.
That's what I'm saying.
At the doc's office.
Oh, so then you go to the doctor's tent and go, "Hey, back alley guy, you can cut my leg off, right?" "Yeah, no problem.
I got this woodpecker.
I got this woodpecker. It'll peck out the blood out of you." All right, you're stuffing your face full of food unless you actually got a second. Roll 2d6 to blow up the doctor's office. 5.
Thanks. Dirty tools. We're now at -1 for surgery.
Nice.
All attempts.
Yeah.
-1.
We're all at -1 for surgery today.
This is gonna be great.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll yours.
Do you
There you
enjoy?
go.
Do you enjoy staph infections?
Do you
And
know
he
I'm
can't
pissing
even
on
roll the
everybody's
table.
day? Because you're pissing on everybody's day.
Come on, you gotta get a 9 and 10.
A 9.
Woohoo! We're back to 0.
Why? What is a 9?
Expert surgeon. All attempts at surgery today are made of +1.
So he forgot to.
So he's an expert at surgery, but he
He
just
doesn't wash
he's
his
so
tools.
busy to not clean his tools in between murdering me. There's your 10.
Hey, look, we're at a +1 now.
Now what did he do?
+1. He's
Oh,
expert
he
surgeon.
expert surgeoned again.
I thought you can't get this thing towards.
I don't think there's
No.
anything stopping you.
Did you roll doubles?
You did.
I am not dealing with that.
Okay, I think we're not dealing with the wanted guy in the
I
unwanted
have something that I want to get rid of.
I just want to do my stuff, man. I just want to go about my day.
So this cost me $200 to get a +1 to my die roll.
Yep.
That's a 7.
Impressive scar. The injury/mutation is healed. Gain +2 health for the new scar. Because that's what you need. More health.
Aw, yeah.
So 6. How much does it
scars.
cost?
They do. Broken
D6
collarbone
times
is
50.
cool looking.
Yeah, I have a prehensile tail. Everybody has their own thing.
I have a prehensile tail.
So the church says
Some
one
kinky things you can do with a pair of
exorcism
prehensile
attempt per
tails.
visit.
4?
Is that per visit to town or per
What?
visit?
It's
to
just
the-
a
One more time?
It says
Yay!
It's at
limit
least
1
healed.
exorcism per visit. Is that per visit to the tent or per visit to town?
Per visit to the tent. So it would be essentially 1 per day.
No more glowing skin.
And fuck.
My mouse.
Woohoo! I get half of my money back.
Oh, and that was well worth the $200 that I spent. 1,005. The doctor's office also is where I sell my specimen jar, is it not? It is.
Yep.
So I will sell my specimen jar for $500.
Wait, I'll take my tonic and buy a tonic.
Ooh, selling my specimen jar for 200.
Well, since we kind of know where we're going next, I think I'm going to spend 150 and gain a jar back.
You want to get your anti-venom injection?
How much is the anti-venom?
10.
$10.
Really?
I am here, so it's $160 off. So.
And how much is the specimen jar?
150.
150.
And what you do is you
You'll make
waste
you'll waste your
movement.
movement to make a cunning 5+. If you succeed, you scoop up some of the dookie in the area, and they'll look at it and give you money for it. So,
You okay, Steve? You just got that look.
he's sad. Bad things happen. He's still here. He's still cold.
Whatever, mine wasn't healed either. He's not able to pick out the rocks of Darkstone.
Well, to be fair, you fused with stone, and then you fused with Darkstone into that stone. So, like, he doesn't know which part is you and which part is Darkstone, and, you know, is that part of your heart, or is that just, you know, on the side of the road? What?
Is that going to give her a benefit?
Well,
The stone,
The
yes.
stone part is. But, like, she's got two different curses. She's got a mutation of, like, fused with stone.
Fused with rock and fused
So
with
she's
Darkstone.
become the thing, and then Darkstone fused on top of that.
She's a
no,
pretty thing.
she became fused with Darkstone and then became the
No.
thing.
No, the other way around.
It was
She became the
rock.
thing and then fused with Darkstone on top of it.
Yeah, and because I have
I
rocks
said she
attached to
became
my
a pretty
body, I'm
thing.
at -2 move,
Right.
+4 armor, +4 or 4+.
Right.
So, alright.
So I gotta spend my next day at the campsite.
Yeah, so she kind of looks like one of your hulking mutation guys.
Yeah, so you're that guy.
Pretty much.
There you go. That's you now.
And the Darkstone.
Yep. What else is there to do here real quick? I don't have any money for that. I don't want that. I mean, I could buy it for you, but I don't want to. I have room. Herbs are what? 2d6
Oh, wait.
heals?
Where do I go for my bullets?
Yep.
Your
Smuggler's
bullets at the smuggler's den.
Okay.
With all the
All
other
right.
illegal animals.
Has everybody done their things for the day then?
Can I sell my stuff to here?
So what stuff?
At the street market? Any items?
You can sell any normal items there for face value of the card. You can only sell Darkstone to actual Darkstone vendors. That one I believe
Alright.
has a Darkstone vendor.
Before I sell these, does anybody want either of them?
She's got a Gravedigger, the undead version of the vampire gun, or it might even be literally the same one you have.
This one mine's actually a little better.
So it's a range 3, shots 2, uses the D8 to hit, crits on a 6+, +1 damage to undead, and then she's got an axe. Once per turn, you may add +2 damage to one of your critical hits, or one of your combat hits.
I don't mind.
If it wasn't that I'm supposed to be wielding staff and axe, although there's nothing stating I have to wield that to do things, it just takes away my ability, or it gives me one less magic, and I do have an attempt to cancel darkness as it's played.
I'd keep the staff.
On a 5 or 6, it's canceled. Otherwise, I take P damage and sanity. That's why I haven't been doing it. Now I've got a ton of sanity. I'm sitting at 18. So,
I like my pistols. I just wish I could get them upgraded.
Do you have something on your torso?
no, go ahead and sell those, kiddo. $600.
Oh,
Take
No.
those.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Gear
I have those.
cards. I do have gear cards. Gear cards are right here.
Why?
Because otherwise I'd say you spend the money to get that.
I'm up to the
Anytime
same
you kill
amount
an
that I
enemy,
was
give
when I
it a
entered
heal of
town.
sanity.
That would be great, man. I wish I could have two things.
That's so much money I've earned just being here.
Fair enough.
That'd be great. But this is
That's
better.
that's the only reason.
All right, I think that's it.
thought
Then everybody's going to
you'd
go
get
back go back to where they're going to bed. I'm going back to the campsite. Doc is coming back.
Oh, why not?
Gunslinger and Saloon Girl are all coming back. All right, so first things first, proper end of day material. Gunslinger and I need to make our wanted rolls. I
Damn
failed.
it!
We got 3 6.
3 6s. You gain 30 XP.
Woohoo!
And if you don't want, if you want to continue shopping in town,
Yeah,
it costs you $150 to stay.
Bribe the man.
I think at this point it's bribing the men. And then now that is the end of the day, somebody give me a dice roll. Please make sure that it is 3 or better. I said, please make sure that it is 3 or better. Somebody give me a 2d6 die roll, adding 1 to this total. 5 becomes a 6. One random location closes shop and may not be visited for the rest of the town stay. Roll a d8 to determine the location. Smuggler's Den is gone.
Rip.
We can no longer stay here.
At the camp?
Yeah.
Really?
Camp packs up and leaves.
Really?
Fear spreads through the town as the day grows dark and the demonic attacks more frequent.
That sucks.
The campsite dissipates, may no longer be used, and hotels now cost $20 instead of $10. So that screwed up yours?
Yeah, I can't do anything now.
Oh, we'll settle down.
So our camp goes to $20.
Well, it goes there. If we're staying in town for the day, I can still go to the frontier outpost and get rid of shit that I need to get rid of. Why can't your doctors? Did your doctors butcher you or what?
No. I was just not gonna hopefully pay as much.
Do you need money?
No. She just doesn't. She's just cheap. She doesn't want to spend her $3 grand.
Well, fuck you then. I have no sympathies for you.
That's literally what it is. At this point, she just doesn't want to spend her
I'll go
$3
to the
grand.
street market.
All right. So, start of the new day, we do get. They've all heard stories. Virtually everyone in town has heard the terrifying stories of what's going on down in the mines. None of them seem too eager to go see firsthand. All allies cost plus $50 for each of the rest of this town stay. So, I don't know where we buy allies from.
You just buy it just here in town. It doesn't matter where.
You can just hire a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to do that? But they're more expensive.
They cost more money now because they're scared of the shit that they've heard. And if you're wanting to use them essentially as a free trap detector.
You mean these? Allies? Frontier?
Right. How do you get them? They're not on any of the cards.
You just buy them for their cost that they have on there.
You basically just go to any town and you can buy a guy.
You can also buy them while we're walking.
You what?
You can hire them while we're even walking back to town, which is the weird thing.
What, are we checking their teeth on the side of the road? Smacking them on their ass? Yeah, you're
I
good
don't
to
know.
go. Let's go.
No, when you're not in the mines, you go back to town and you can buy them.
Fair enough. All right.
And your choice between if you want to just have a normal one or do you want to have like a player one.
Fair enough. I would like to go here, so I'm gonna stay and spend the $20. So 13.25.
I'm going to the.
Mostly because I just like to get rid of this darkstone on me because I don't need that much darkstone attention.
Well, if you go to the street market, they actually have another chest where you can stick all your darkstone inventory, things that you're not using while we're traveling. It doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, no, I just
have
need to
the
get the blacksmith card. Alright, we're gonna go figure out what we're gonna do and we'll be right back. Alright, we've made most of our decisions and we are ready to continue. So let's start with you, Steve. Roll your 2d6 to find out what happens to your location. A 7. Well, what happens to your location?
Laughter, cheers, and sadness. Smoke fills the air, and cheering thrill of winners roars through the hall, while the empty despair of the drunken down on their luck lingers in the shadows. No event.
Alright.
It's like
Then, because you've rolled a 7, they noticed you. Please roll a 4 or better on your for your unwanted attention. You're good. Now, what are you doing here?
First, I'm buying some cigars
Alright.
for $25 a piece.
How many do you need?
I'm buying 2.
Nice.
What does the cigars do?
They'll give you the armor.
temporary armor for a turn.
3 plus armor for the turn. as you're covered in thick, billowy smoke of awesomeness, apparently. Because it's the Old West.
exactly
We didn't
what it
believe in
is.
emphysema and all those other tobacco-related cancers.
And then, how much does it cost to do the devil thing?
I
Or
don't know.
Is that not here? That's not here.
Gambling
Oh, yeah,
Hall
it
has
is.
the Devil's Three-Way.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, that's something completely different. But it does have the Devil's Head game.
Let's play devil's head game.
All right.
Yay, more setup.
Blammo. Blammo.
More shuffling. All the shuffles. Shuffle.
No. The standard mines. You don't get the special world cards. Alright. 3 kicks at the cat. Every die must touch the back wall. Every die landing on a card is worth
Its amount.
its amount.
If it lands on or you're touching the thing, it's double.
Yes.
Are the cards supposed to be lined up with a die?
Yes.
Gotta make sure you hit a wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's worth 10.
I got something.
That's
I
worth
can
10.
re-roll these two, or how does it
You
work?
can re-roll as you get 2 re-rolls.
What do I need to get a card?
I don't have the chart in front of me at the moment, so
It's on
Here.
the campsite.
I'll keep track for you.
10 I think is good. Is a good start.
10 is $50.
And then what is it? What else?
So 10 through 12, 50, 13 through 17, 100, 18 through 24, 250,
Bunch of
25
money.
through 30, 500, 31 through 35, 1,000, and 36, 5,000.
I know that, but I'm the rest of the sentence, like the rest of the paragraph.
Oh, at any
It's what you can stop when you want. You get 2 choices. You can't grit to re-roll, and at the end of that, once we figure out what the reward is, every die touching the marker, you get to roll on a 1, 2, or 3. Take that much damage as you get bitten by the devil. On a 4, 5, or 6, take that card.
I don't want to accidentally knock that thing off of it.
Yup.
So you might want to go that way then.
I might just stop there. So I get a roll. I get a roll at an item right now, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. So roll that 5.
Roll is 5.
What's the number?
I got a 6.
So grab that card.
Yay!
What do you get?
I got a Ring of the Revenant plus 2 health. You may equip this ring to any dead hero, including yourself. While the dead hero has this ring, they are returned to life. Use the keyword undead. That hero must also roll once on the madness table, and the madness roll may not be removed while they have this ring.
Fair enough.
And you
Oh,
do
I
gain.
But it's an easy bring back to life.
I got a
Yep.
get out of jail free card for one of you guys.
Well, we also have 1 revival token since there's more than.
And I gained some kind of money.
You gain $50.
Sweet. I'll call it a successful day at the gambling.
You can go 2 more times if you want.
Nah, I don't think.
The other options you had was a vial of brimstone ash as a free attack. Discard to do 1 wound to every adjacent enemy, ignoring defense. Not bad. And also, the Jewel of the Void, plus 1 spirit. Discard to heal a mutation or to remove a parasite.
There you got
Ooh,
the best
parasites.
answer.
Yeah.
How many rings can you have?
I don't know.
There's no
I
limit
would
for
say
those.
at least 10.
You only equip it if you die.
Yeah, we have an extra revival
But I
pen.
think I get plus 2 health.
No, you
Okay.
equip it and you get plus 2 health, but you can stick it on somebody else and make them your zombie pet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Zombies!
All right, that's that. I guess we'll go to you, the street market. Roll 2d6. 10.
10 Fortune Teller. Wandering in the shop, you find yourself across the table from the Fortune Teller, ready to predict your fate. You may choose choose Path of Glory. Next adventure, you may reroll 1 defense type per turn, or Path of Fortune. Next adventure, you may at half your max health, but you get a revive token that only you can use, and if you have this revive token at the end of the adventure, gain D6 times 100 and D6 times 50 experience.
Nice. Also, Steve, please roll a d6. No, it's a good thing. Gain $75. That's the reward for jackpotting.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. It does say every other hero. I apologize. Nope, you're right. I saw the every, and I missed the every other. That's okay. So you got a special one-use revive token, huh?
Yep. No, well, I get to choose whether if I want glory or fortune.
Get the extra dice for defense rolls.
I may reroll one defense die per turn, which is I think better for me.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, or cut your health in half to get a free revive token. That gets bonuses if you don't use it.
Nice. So what are we doing in the street market?
I'm selling my 2 items that I don't use. One I can't use, and the other one is just my starter pistol.
All right. That goes into the Swamps of Jargano box, and this goes somewhere else.
And it just goes back into my, because it was one of my personal things.
Yep.
And then I will be buying a hat.
And I managed to do both of those.
You're just number 2. You're buying a
Wait,
hat.
which one
Yep.
is 2?
I will be buying the Badlands hat, which gives me +2 health, +1 sanity.
Sweet. Why don't you roll a 2d6? An 11.
Rare fine. It doesn't matter.
We're two types
Why?
of people.
I don't
We're
have
excited to see
Darkstone
you.
to spend.
Again.
Oh. Well,
Oh no, I
Is it
can't buy
only
that.
to
Never
you?
mind.
Yeah. You may purchase it for D6 plus 1 Darkstone.
you may purchase a Shadow Shard, which has a 2 Darkstone value. Use 1 grit to cancel a darkness card. Just draw and place it here. Whenever the darkness moves 1 or more spaces in the depth track, take core hits equal to the number of cards here. 2 sanity damage each. At the end of the adventure, discard any darkness cards here. So
Actually,
this
I'm
is
not-
what she did hear about, but did not have the money, so to speak, to buy it.
Actually, instead of the hat, I'll be buying the Darkstone bracelet.
What does the Darkstone bracelet do?
Once per adventure, cancel enemy model's attack.
Nice. I got an 8.
No event. Black smoke and manure.
Azzy,
Makes you
please
feel
roll a
alive.
2d6 for being in the blacksmith. Roll high. 6 plus is what we're looking for. A 9.
All prices are reduced by $50 to a minimum of 10.
Yeah, bitch.
As a forging sale happens.
Nice.
Woo!
They went crazy and they forged a ton of stuff. Alright. So that means for you, you're here for Darkstone horseshoes for your swamp slug. Costs you 750 and 4 Darkstone.
You do that.
I am going to pick up the Darkstone inlay for my hand axe, or for my Darkstone hatchet, which allows me once per attack with this weapon, I may re-roll a single to hit roll. Costs me 3 Darkstone, and costs me $650, which puts me at
Alright.
675. Do I need anything else? I don't think I do. Something good there. Is there anything else? Anything cool this guy can do for me? Each time I travel, I could buy an Indian horse.
My swamp slug's name is Timmy.
Okay, give me the swamp slug. There are some cool stuff here. Just don't have. We're running out of rooms on our bodies.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have like nothing.
Well, you should get stuff.
No,
we're
because
good.
I need to save money.
I'm good. I got nothing I want to do here. That's what I want to do.
I sold stuff and that was it.
That's me. I'm
Well,
done.
I still have 2 Darkstone left, so if anyone wants to make anything or do something or rather...
I have
see
3.
the blacksmith.
I have 3 that I'm gonna go pawn off at the outpost. Do some stuff at the outpost if we agree to stay for one more day. And
I should have been hanging out with 3 Darkstone.
I'm just gonna go with you and sell mine.
Some of the cooler things that you can buy, you get a shit ton of Darkstone.
yeah, I know you do. That's just
Yeah,
it.
that's kind of what I was gonna do.
Well,
and
like
I'm
the
well,
Rune of Regeneration, $1,800 and 20 Darkstone. A 2-point upgrade to attach to any item. At the start of each turn, you may heal 1 wound unless you're KO'd. Discard this rune to heal any injury or mutation. Yeah, that seems pretty good. maybe I think you've talked me into it. I think I'll leave, or at least not spend it all. I would like to quickly see the frontier outpost. There's just a ton of shit that can happen there. Is there anything worth my time there? Dynamite? No. A bounty would be okay. I think that's it.
Yeah, just selling our darkstones. That's really good.
I'm gonna head back to the hotel and I'm ready to leave. But we'll stay if you guys are staying. All right, you take it you're leaving?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have nothing else to do here.
All right, she's done.
Well,
Ezzy?
I don't think I really need to do anything else. I mean,
I'll be done then.
yeah, I mean, unless anyone wants me to pick up some stuff, I've got some free side bait tokens if anyone wants me to grab something before we go.
I don't think the blacksmith sells anything, so
No.
it's literally you would have to spend another day to go shopping.
Yeah.
All right, then you and I have one more set of dice rolls to make. Costs me $50 to leave town.
Well, what if
Actually, I don't.
it won't cost us anything.
You're right.
You
I'm
just had
leaving.
an enemy. You couldn't have for Timmy.
I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's
Actually,
fine.
I will
I'm
take
good.
my get kicked out of town, so I can no longer actually choose to participate.
I'll get kicked out of town with you.
All right, I got noticed, and then finally, come on, let's kill us one more time. Go ahead and roll. You need to get a 2 or better. You did. So we don't get one more event to happen as we leave. So that's what we got there. Are you coming with us?
Yeah,
on
I'll
your
come
swamp
with.
slug?
Yes.
I mean, technically, you now have a faster mode of travel than the rest of us. So
I don't think
I
that
just
swamp
don't have to walk. That's all I see.
I don't think that swamp slug goes faster than we walk.
Have you seen this slug?
I mean, it probably goes about the same speed as you do. I just don't have to walk. That's all I care
fair
about.
enough.
It's right side saddles.
So that's what we got. Then that's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for coming and checking this all out. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are liking the way we're trying to do up the town event stuff, so it's a little less boring to watch. We will see you guys on our next episode. Thanks. Bye-bye.